Hey Ford, what's your stance on paid sick leave during COVID? Requiring employers to give paid sick leave puts too much pressure on businesses.
Available. Amazon sends out a text to its employees every time an employee catches COVID-19, and it says where they have been in the building and everything. People still to this day are still catching COVID-19 at these Amazon warehouses simply because Amazon is not taking the proper precautions and they're not enforcing them, along with being inconsiderate, short breaks, and everything else. It's a lot more I could say, but I'm not going to make another part. I recommend working at Amazon if you just really need the money as soon as possible. Other than that, that shit for the birds.
The federal CRSB program provides funds to employers who need to stay home. Creating an Ontario program will lead to double dipping.
Hey, so I'm not going to be at work today. I'm feeling a little sick. Gonna stay home, but I'll get paid for it, right? Because we have that CRSB program. That's the same thing as paid sick days, right? Yeah, basically the same. You just have to apply for it now that you're homesick. Okay, so it's not just automatic. I guess I'll go apply for it right now then. That's no problem. Slight problem. We just have to wait till you miss at least 50% of your work week. Then you can apply. Oh, so I can't apply for this if I only miss one day of work. No, not for just one day, sorry. Okay, well, I ended up missing half my work week, so I'm gonna apply. No other questions, right? Yeah, you should be fine, as long as you made $5,000 last year. That's the final thing. Why does it matter if I made $5,000 last year? Don't worry about it. And also, you're only gonna get $500 a week, no matter how much you make. I don't think this is paid sick days. I think I'm just gonna go to work, actually.
We need the federal government to step up and do more for Ontarians.
I'm an ER doc. I feel helpless because we're in the third wave. Ontario is down bad.
This pandemic has taught me one thing, and it's that paid sick leave saves lives. In the neighborhood where I practice emergency medicine, 60% of workers got COVID from a workplace outbreak. 1 in 4 people went to work sick.
And our leaders need to meet the moment. We need paid sick leave in Ontario in order to control this pandemic.
We will be increasing police presence and allowing them to do random checks.
Because, like so many of my colleagues, I am fed up. Like so many of my colleagues, I'm exhausted. And like so many of my colleagues, I am angry. Really, really angry. Ontario health workers have taken the drastic step of being here today, masked and distanced, to express our outrage. We will stand here in silence to ensure that Doug Ford knows the whole world is watching.
We got it wrong. We made a mistake. We're working on a paid sick leave program that will be the best in all of North America.
So remember a couple days ago when Premier Ford gave that very emotional performance on his press conference about how sorry he was, how they have just botched this entire pandemic response in Ontario, and that he promised he would be better, including giving us the, quote, best paid sick day program in North America. Well, today, the Ontario government had the opportunity to give Ontarians 10 paid sick days, courtesy of Ontario Liberal MPP Michael Cotto. And here are the 55 Conservative MPPs that voted against giving you paid sick days. So is your MPP on this list? Head on over to Elections Ontario's website, put in your postal code and find out what riding you're in and who your MPP is, and give them a shout. Let them know that we need paid sick days, because no one should have to choose between paying their bills and getting better.
All right, guys, get this. The new program will provide Ontarians with not 1, not 2, but count 'em, 3 paid sick days. Didn't the science table show better results when paid sick leave was given for the entire time they needed to quarantine? Yeah, whatever. I can appreciate the science table, but I also listened to my chief medical officer. I'll now pass it off to him.